she does a really good job keeping it up, and she has a hard time because she's dealing with Crohn's disease, and that's not going to know how to be emotional to his wife or treat his wife. I want to tell all the men out there, man, that feel like that they can't express themselves, man, y'all be encouraged. And I don't give a damn what anybody says. You express yourself.
Chop it up, break it down real quick. Talking big moves, we don't plan on quitting. Chop it up, lay it out real clean. Turning little visions to $1 million dream. Chop it up, you could talk a good game. Turn a small spark to $1 million flame. Chop it up, stack that plan from the bottom to the top. Yeah, we taking that chance. Chop it up, chop it up, chop it up, chop it up.
What's going on, man? This is your boy Jay, and this is the 4th episode of Chop It Up. And I'm all, as always, y'all know I'm excited this week, man, because you know what we do. We talk about everything on this show. We talk about the good, we talk about the bad, we talk about God, we talk about love. We talk about relationships, financial things that you can work on, things in yourself you can work on. How's your day going? You know what I mean? Celebrity topics. We talk about everything. Nothing's off limits. But I just want to get into a recap of last week, man. Macomb, Mississippi homecoming. I just want to say the love was real, man. I really, really love my hometown. I appreciate you all for the love that you gave me. And my class, man, it was so good to see y'all just doing good, just vibrant. Everybody's looking good, all your families, everybody out there. It was packed, y'all. It was packed, but it was lit. And I loved it. I enjoyed myself. And it was just so great to see everybody. And I can't wait to do it next year. I'm ready. I hope everybody else is, but let's get into it. Y'all know how we do. We go into the chop sessions. I'm excited this week, man. I'm excited. Let's do it. So I know I was going to wait to talk about it, but let's just get into it, man. Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, JT, and Ice Spice. Yeah. So this beef has went completely out of orbit. It's all over the place, man. I hate to see such talented people going at each other's throats like this. I mean, this has been going on heavy for a long time. Nicki, getting on Twitter and everywhere else, man, talking cash money, trash, man. She talked about culture, Cardi B's daughter, talked about her teeth, man. Everything went really below the belt. Cardi B started talking about, Nicki Minaj's husband, JT, they had audio of them arguing with Ice Spice. Like, man, I'm going to just say this. Everybody wants to be a grown woman until it's time to be a grown woman. And I'll say it again. Everybody wants to be grown until it's time to be grown. You cannot yell, I'm a grown woman, but jump into every single thing or feel the need. Sometimes no response is the best response for me. This is just my opinion. This is really just my opinion. Some people, and I'll express myself when need be. You know what I mean? But sometimes it doesn't require the energy. It does not. Look at all y'all have careers. All y'all have great careers and that they're successful. You know what I mean? All of y'all are great rappers. Y'all have great music. I particularly, I like Nicki Minaj, raps and her bars and things. I like it more than the rest. But just to be, y'all got, if I was that rich, goddamn it, I wouldn't be online screaming or arguing with nobody. You crazy. You couldn't pay me. You couldn't pay me to mess up my endorsements and my deals and stuff like this. Paying attention to somebody else. You can never mess up my money. You can never mess up my life. I think the moment that a lot of people realize that, things will be so much peaceful. They will stop entertaining bullshit and stop worrying about bullshit. Like, who cares that somebody is talking about you? Who cares? Is that paying your bills? Is that putting food in your kid's mouth, your family's mouth? Like, man, grow up, man. Grow up. Like, all of y'all are grown women. All of y'all are grown women. And it's just best, man. It's definitely best to leave the kids. Leave the kids out of situations, man. I don't care how ruthless you can get. That's just unnecessary. Like, just y'all, I just hope y'all can come to terms. Maybe we can get a whole female rap album. Maybe y'all can put Queen Latifah on it and everybody else on it. That would be great. I would love to see something like that. Let's get some positivity going on with that. You know what I mean? That's too much going on. You know, some people butt heads, and you're gonna have situations like that. But just, I mean, let's pull some positivity out of this, man. But the next recap, let's go into the next section. Ray J. Ray J says he's building a case allegedly against Kim Kardashian and the whole goddamn Kardashian family for racketeering, and that his case is supposedly worse than Diddy's case. And y'all know Diddy's ass is locked up in jail, like so everything that he had going on for sex trafficking allegedly and all that stuff like that, man. You know, Diddy under fire. So if he can pull something out the ass that's bigger than that with Kim Kardashian, see, like I said, personally, I don't know. I'm not in these people's lives, but you know, Ray J got some things going on. Kim Kardashian is a big mega star right now. You know, she's doing a lot of good things, and Ray J's doing some things, and it's just I don't understand what the tearing down is, but you know, you got a story, Ray J. I mean, you know, if you got a story to tell, just make sure, man, that it's coming out and it's valid and that it is what it is. Because I mean, you get out here starting some shit that you can't clean up, that's on you. I mean, it just is what it is. You know, more shout out to Kim Kardashian and her family. And Ray J and his family. I mean, hey, do y'all thing, but just be careful. Next session, Rihanna and ASAP welcome their beautiful baby girl into the world. It's always great to be able to enjoy the comfort of your spouse, your boyfriend, your significant other, whatever the case may be, your wife, whatever, and then bring a life into the world. I would love and can't wait to be a dad. So there's so many things that I would love to teach my kids and teach my family and stuff like that. And just build, it's like that lifestyle, I love that. That dynamic, I love that. Just the beauty and the amazing part of just being a parent or just having a child and just the things, just know you're going through life with that beautiful child. You know what I mean? And you can teach them whatever that you can teach them and watch them make mistakes, watch them grow, watch them learn. And then you know that you gave them pieces of where you made mistakes, where you were short-handed, where you came up short, where you didn't exactly make the right decisions. I think that's every parent, every mom, every dad's thing that they strive for, is to be better so their kids can be better. But the name on this kid, y'all, hold on, look this up, man. The name is Rocky Irish Mayer. That's different as hell, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'll be having these weird names and shit for these kids and electricity and Shikananisha and stuff like this. Man, y'all better chill out, man. These people can't even spell their damn name. But more kudos to Rihanna and ASAP, man. Amazing pop star. Let's get into it, man. Rihanna, when you coming out with this music, man, you know, all your fans been waiting on you, and they know you're doing your Fenty, you and your big girl boss thing, you're doing your thing, and ASAP, man, doing his modeling thing, and he raps, man. He's a great rapper. And, you know, I love to see more music from Rihanna. You know, Rihanna was definitely one of the greatest. You know, she's one of the biggest. And her music is great, timeless. She has some really great music. And we found love in a hub, live all that. Man, she, you know, her catalog is crazy. So I would love to hear more music now, but she look like she's on her big endorsement thing. Like Rihanna is doing the business mogul moves. She's, you know, doing endorsements. She's bossing up. She's buying stock like she's doing it. So big ups to Rihanna, man. And she fine. Man, so how everybody feel about Bad Bunny, who announced that he's doing the Super Bowl for 2026? Me, personally, I'm not mad. But, you know, you got Donald Trump, and I don't know if he's trying to stop it, but what I seen was, you know, ICE, he's trying to, you know, have them at the Super Bowl. Like, it's like, man, Bad Bunny is, I think he's from Puerto Rico. And I actually went to Puerto Rico, and I didn't even know Bad Bunny was from Puerto Rico. But he's a great artist. You know, he has really great music, and I enjoy it. Um, I would love to see him do a duet with what's her name? Uh, Gloria Esteban. Like I love Hispanic music. I love Spanish music. Selena, you know, singers like that. I love them. I'm just big on music, y'all. Like I love music, period. Like I don't care what it is. It can even be opera. It can even be, you know, it's rap, pop, contemporary, gospel, love gospel. I love it all. Country, I love it all. So I mean, hey, I think Bad Bunny can pull this off. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he got this song, Tite Me Pregunto, you know, that's my shit. That's my damn there. But I think he can pull it off. I think he can bring in the right things. I think he has the stuff to pull off a Super Bowl. I think he can bring in a lot of people. I think he can bring a lot of views. I think he has a lot of connections. You know what I mean? He can bring in a couple people. He really can bring in a couple people to make that show what it is, and you know, and put on for the Hispanic people and the Latinos, and I think that's big. That's really big for them. So shout out to Bad Bunny, man. I hope he go to the Super Bowl and kill it and make all these damn people look like damn fools, stupid asses. But let's talk about Miss Mariah Carey, dropping her new album, Here for It All, and I heard some, you know, she had that song with Kalani, and I forgot the other girl's name. She had the song with Kalani, Sugar Sweet. I like this song. It's hot. I did see that she went on Kai Cenat's show and promoting her, you know, new album. You know, more kudos to Kai Cenat. Not to mention Kai Cenat, man. 1 million on Twitch, my boy. Let's go, man. Congratulations. I know that's not a feat everybody can hit. He worked hard. He did that, man. And my big homie Snoop, man, from Mississippi, Big Snoop contributed, man. He gave, I think it was $250,000, man, to push him to his that next goal, and he helped him. So I mean, you know, our black people sticking out for each other, man, and I love to see it. But back on Mariah Carey. So Kai, I guess one of Kai's friends, allegedly, I can't say allegedly because he did go on an interview and say it, but he made a comment about Mariah Carey coming on the show, and that, you know, he was kind of calling her lame because she came on the show, and he said she was just looking to promote her album, and she wasn't engaging in all the things that you would think, you know, the Mafia Don thing that Kai got. You know, Kai do a lot of, you know, crazy shit. He do a lot of stupid shit. He has fun though. That's what I can appreciate. And they were kind of saying that Mariah Carey wasn't engaging, you know, maybe she was acting a little bougie, you know, and she didn't want to do things with them. You know, I see it from two aspects. Mariah Carey is a living legend. You know, and they're basically going off of Mariah Carey is a legend. You know, she has nothing else to prove. Her presence there that should be enough. Now, I get that. I understand that, and I feel it on her perspective. But I also do know that on this side with Kai, that you were coming to Kai's show, and you know Kai does different things and he has fun. So, you know, if you weren't prepared to go on that show and engage in all the festivities and the shenanigans and the bullshit that you know he was gonna come with, man, then you might have shouldn't have went on that show. You know, because if I go on Kai's show, I would love to go on Kai's show. If I go on Kai's show, I'm jumping off all kind of shit. Like, I'm having fun. I love to have fun. I ain't doing no crazy ass shit, though. You know, like stupid shit. But I'm definitely gonna have fun, though. But you know, still more kudos to Mariah Carey. You know, her album doing great. You know, the interview she did with SZA, she looks like she's really getting back into her own after being diagnosed with, I think it was bipolar and schizophrenia, and allegedly. But yeah, that's a lot to deal with, and then also losing her mom and her sister at the same time. Like that's crazy for somebody to deal with. But you know, big ups to living legend Mariah Carey, man. Keep going, keep doing what you're doing. I can't do that shit. But yeah, big ups to Mariah Carey, man. All right, let's get into our next topic. So the third session, I'm gonna change it up a little bit, and I'm gonna do something different. I want to bring out this new segment, and it's called Shining Light. And it's going to be to shine light on local businesses, you know, businesses from Macomb, businesses from wherever, You know what I mean? People who are definitely in they boss mode and they're really doing what they're doing and trying to grind, no matter what's going on. And they have all kind of stuff. Some of them have kids, some of them have hard lives and they're trying to keep their businesses running. But I want to shine the light on a very special young lady, Miss Vashara Brock, right now. And Vashara Davis, I'm sorry. She got married. She's been married for a while. And, I'm so proud of her for the baker. Her cakes, phenomenal. The look, phenomenal. Everything phenomenal. And she does a hard job keeping it up. She does a really good job keeping it up. And she has a hard time because she's dealing with Crohn's disease. And that's tough. She's been dealing with it for a long time, as much as I know. I just want to tell her that Shara, you be encouraged. You keep running the baker. You keep running that business. That blue cake that you did, man, with the rolls, fire, straight fire, talented. She is so talented. Y'all look her up, the baker, Vashara Davis. And amazing girl, amazing person, and her battles and everything. She's living through it. She's going through it, and more power up to her. You praying and that you heal and you do better. And praying for your family, your kids, your mom, your dad, everybody. Like, you keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop. Don't quit. Like, the strength that you have, some people couldn't even fathom to go through an ounce of what you're going through right now and trying to maintain being a mother, being a wife, having a business, successful business at that. So you keep doing what you're doing, girl. Keep doing what you're doing, man. And you don't stop. Because I got to put in my cake on. And I need ASAP. But let's get into the next one, man. So I want to know how y'all feel about this. Men's mental states, or more so men and little boys' business mental states. Their mental states. I think mental state for men and little boys are important. Especially the ones that tell their men or their boys that they cannot cry. I feel that is absolute bullshit. You cannot take a man's emotions and hold them in and expect him to be expressive or love you the way that he should. And if you're raising your boys like that, you're going to raise a man that's not going to know how to be emotional to his wife or treat his wife with that or open up to her. That's the worst thing you can do. Worst thing. Men should have room to express themselves without being judged by women or anybody else. Anybody. Not just men, anybody. Everybody should be able to express themselves. I would never teach my son that it's not okay for him to cry. Shit be bad sometimes, bro. Like, shit be terrible. Shit is hard. Shit gets rough. And sometimes crying is the only way that you can release that. You know what I mean? Really tap into that feeling and let that go. But holding it in is the worst thing that you can do. By far, one of the worst things that you can do. I want to tell all the men out there, man, that feel like that they can't express themselves, man, y'all be encouraged. And I don't give a damn what anybody says. You express yourself. That does not make you gay. That does not make you a homosexual. That does not make you weak. That does not make you unable to perform your duties as a man to your family. That does not make you limp. That makes you strong. Your emotions make you strong. And if you're showing that emotion to your son and he shows it to his son, he shows it to his son and his son and his son, his daughter, whatever, y'all are creating a generation of emotionally stable people. Do you not realize that? That's what we need, emotionally stable people. That way, we don't have situations where he don't express himself to me. He don't talk to me more. That's because maybe the female or whoever else before you raised him to feel like he couldn't express him. Or maybe you just said it. Or you use it against him. Dumb, make your man crazy, make your man weak. Next thing you know, he ready to leave. Accountability has to be taken. Accountability. Now, guys, I'm not telling y'all to use that as an excuse that you can't express yourself or stuff like that. Try to make it seem like that's what they're doing when it's not. If you truly can express yourself, that needs to be made known. Don't use it as a crutch to punish these women, though. To try to say that that's what they're doing. Some of them don't. Some of these women really try to encourage and instill in these men the things it takes to be a man, or how they can help you be a better man as a woman. Let's say that. So that teamwork needs to be there for that to happen. So I'll just leave it right there, man. Y'all know I get passionate on shit with certain stuff like that. All right, let's go get into this section. Definitely don't like being broken. This is going to help. Saving money and boosting credit. Paying off debt. These things can help you in the long run. Now, I learned a hard way and a hard lesson that you would think, now quote me if I'm wrong, you would think that paying off your car, your house, or something like this really helps your credit. It did nothing for my credit. I paid off my car, did nothing for my credit. I didn't understand it, but then I figured it out. And I had a conversation with a credit analogy specialist. So they told me basically that that's like the credit bureau's way of saying, like, we appreciate you for paying off, but now we're mad at you for paying off. You know, we want you to stay with us. So, you know, we're going to punish you. We're going to drop your credit score. That sucks. That's bullshit. So it makes you feel like that you can't, you know, all this hard work is for nothing. So, but if you do get them, things like credit cards, make sure that you know what you're doing when you get the credit cards, y'all. Credit cards can make you or break you. Easy to make or break. I mean, you miss payments on a credit card, easily break your credit score. Like, just make sure you watch with credits. Things in credit cards and loans and stuff like that, y'all just make sure that y'all watch it. Be smart about it. Watch your APR rates. Make sure that you're looking at the numbers before you act. And paying off a credit card early, typically sometimes doesn't always help. You know, they like to see that payment trade, like that payment. As long as you're going with that payment, you do a couple payments and you pay it off, man, that can boost your credit score 20, 30 points. And just make sure you look into that before you make big decisions like this, you know, getting rid of it. Make sure you pay all your debt off. Debt elimination is so important. It really gives the groundwork for you to be stable, like your stability. And that helps in the long run financially, so you don't get caught up in a bind. So just make sure y'all are being financially smart and making the best decisions financially with paying off debt and not accumulating more debt. Like, you don't want to accumulate more debt. That's going to cause you to fall back. So that's very important. Just make sure y'all looking at that. And on my last one, well, not last, let's go into it because I got some more stuff I need to talk about. Respecting women and their boundaries. Fellas, stop trying to tell these women what they can and can't do. If these women give you boundaries, man, and tell you, listen, this is what I'm not allowing. This is not what's going on. This is not how I'm going to handle this situation. You're not going to cheat on me. You're not going to lie to me. If we're going to be friends, this is what we're going to be. If we're going to be together, if we're going to get married, if we're going to have sex, we're going to, fuck something, then that's what we're going to do. Guys, stop getting mad with these women. And women, vice versa, stop getting mad with these men when they establish boundaries. Boundaries are needed for everybody to establish the respect. Boundaries are needed for respect. That's how you weed out the people who don't respect you. You set boundaries. You set boundaries. If you set those boundaries and the people that you set those boundaries on, or that man or that woman don't want to comply, then you know you got somebody that's disrespectful and they're going to disrespect you. Kick their ass to the curb. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. They're a liability, not an asset. And we don't have time for liabilities. We need assets in our lives. Boundaries, set them. Set them boundaries with those kids. Set them boundaries with your family. Definitely with your children. You can't let your children run over you. Set boundaries. What you're gonna do, what you're not gonna do. And I'm big on that too. Y'all, your emotional state when it comes down to boundaries is so important. And the reason why, let me tell you why. Because if you give if you give a motherfucker an inch, they're gonna take a mile. And you cannot let people walk all over you. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. If you're gonna be strong, if you're gonna be resilient, if you're gonna be at the top of your game, it cannot go underneath. It cannot happen underneath somebody's feet. I'm just gonna say that. If you want to be at the top of your game, it's not gonna happen underneath somebody's feet. So you cannot let people rule you, tell you what they want you to do. You are your own person. Set those boundaries. Set them. But let's get into my last topic, man. This is my last one. This is my last one, y'all. Suicide rates. Y'all know since 2023, the suicide rates have skyrocketed 55.36%. Like, that's insane. Like, for the suicide rate to be that high. Like, it's so much to live for, y'all. It's so much to live for. I'm not gonna go off I know it's so much more to live for. You know, my families, my friends, my loved ones, just grinding and just see myself growing. Like, to just see myself growing, that's enough. That's enough for me. And, you know, it might not be enough for people. You know, you never know what somebody's going through. And they commit suicide and they unalive themselves and stuff like that. That's a lot to go through. That's a lot to deal with. And that's a lot to leave people with. But if you're dealing with it, you know, I just go talk to someone. You're supposed to live longer than your enemies. Remember that. Remember that. You're supposed to live longer than your enemies. If you have enemies, outlive them. And you can't do that if you're unaliving yourself. It's so much to live for. Like, it's so much to be there and to accomplish. And it's like, I know times get hard, y'all. I know times get hard. I know you get behind on your bills. I know you lose it all. I know you might have lost a family member. You lost your mom. You lost your dad. You lost your brother. And you just feel like that you're not going to make it. You feel like things are hopeless. You feel like that it's over. There's no reason for you to live. You lost a child. And you just don't want to be here. But it's not going to benefit you not to be here. That person that left here or whatever the case may be, that loved you, you know that they want you to be here. You know that. There's so much more to be here for. Just, you know, if you're dealing with stuff like this, man, and you're having issues like that, talk to somebody. I'm here. Talk to me. Talk to me. Like, if you're dealing with that, man, I don't mind. Like, I just want to help anybody that's dealing with stuff like this, because being here stops what you could have done. Stop the things that you were supposed to do. Stop the blessings that you were supposed to get and help other people get. Like, just love yourself enough not to make that decision, y'all. And talk to anybody. Talk to a therapist. Talk to your family. Talk to your friends. And make sure that you understand that the pain is the suicide, not what you're going through. You can overcome that. You can overcome suicide. Once the suicide is done, that's it. You can overcome what you're doing. You can overcome what you're going through. Just keep that in mind. But, man, I enjoy talking to y'all. As always, it's a pleasure. I've enjoyed myself, man, and y'all stay tuned for the next episodes. Oh my God. I got so much in store for y'all, man, for episode 5. So y'all just stay tuned. Go check out my page. Chop It Up for TV, Instagram, and YouTube. The Chop It Up Show, hosted by your boy Jay, hosted by Jay. Go check that out. And even go check out my TikTok, man. The Chop It Up Show. _Chop It Up Show. Go check that out. And again, man, y'all stay blessed. Y'all be easy. And don't do no stupid shit, man. Stay out of trouble. Damn. All right, I'm out, y'all.
chop it up, break it down real quick. Talking big moves, we don't plan on quitting. Chop it up, lay it out real clean. Turning little visions to $1 million dream. Chop it up, you could talk a good game. Turn a small spark to $1 million flame. Chop it up, stack that plan from the bottom to the top. Yeah, we taking that chance. Chop it up.